Hi, hello, my name is Kazimierz Bem. I am the pastor at First Church in Marlborough, Congregational United Church of Christ. I am a senior lecturer of church history at the Evangelical Theological Seminary in Wroclaw in Poland. And I'm originally Polish and my original name is Kazimierz, but in America I go by Kaz. I came here to research the mission to Polish immigrants done by the Presbyterian Church in the early 20th century here in the United States. I originally found out that there was a Polish Presbyterian church in Baltimore. I knew that there was this mysterious guy, and I'm still trying to search him down. He was a Polish Protestant who came to the US. He was a Congregational and Presbyterian minister. His name was Paul Fox. So he started that church. It was in Baltimore. It was called St. Paul's Polish Presbyterian, and it existed until 1942. Originally, it was just to find out more about St. Paul's Presbyterian and then maybe a couple of other people as well. I researched your catalog online, and I found out that you have both the church records and the session minutes. I mean, they've been amazing because, again, it's the only church that I was able to find church records. I found, thanks to your archives, the mission in Philadelphia. I found, thanks to your archives, a huge chunk of the church's history. I found the personal files of some of the pastors. They've been very, very helpful. I was hoping to find some of Polish Reformed people in them. I did not. But what I did find was the early churches were missions to immigrants who came not from Austria-Hungary, but who came from Prussia. And there were these pockets of people whose ethnic identity wasn't very clear. They were Polish Protestants, but they spoke fluently German. Both in Cleveland and in here, I found that there's a surprising amount of them as chartered members. So I did find them, and I found that was very fascinating. The big Polish immigration began in the 1870s and in the 1880s, and it continued all the way through World War I. And then in 1921, you passed a very restrictive Immigration Naturalization Act. In 1920s, early 1920s, a number of Polish immigrants that had immigrated to America and done reasonably well when Poland became independent in 1918 emigrated back. And I found records of that in the Polish Presbyterian Church, and it's very, very cool. Yesterday, by pure accident, I knew this pastor who was ordained here. One of the notes, it said that he did mission work at the Pine Street Presbyterian Church in Philadelphia that I found absolutely no records of. So then late at night, I went and found the pastor who was there, and I said, maybe they'll have something in his correspondence. And I found these delightful letters where the pastor was, let me just say, he was a man of strong opinions and was not afraid to express them. But again, nobody mentioned the mission in Philadelphia. Nobody mentioned it here. And here I am within, I don't know, 100, 200 feet from the Pine Street Congregational Church. It's just such a delightful thing. You have these little nuggets that keep on appearing. It made it possible, period. Right now I'm staying here for 4 or 5 days. I may have to return for 2 or 3 days. Opening up your archives to people who don't know that it's an incredibly rich resource. It's an incredibly rich resource.